Hello and welcome back or welcome to our channel. So today's video is mostly going to be us packing up our stuff. So in this part of the video, I'm packing my books into boxes already. And so here I am stacking all my books, trying to arrange them so they can all fit. Some of them didn't because they were too big. Here I am picking up my glasses, putting the tape on, making sure the box can actually close. And while recording this, we ended up watching the Poltergeist, and it was like towards the end. It's been a while since I watched the movie, so I was really into it, trying to remember what happened next. And I'm taping the box as well. I had a bit of hard time boxing up, well, taping the boxes, because the tape was too sticky. I feel like I'm on autopilot since I'm watching myself do this, because I don't even look at the floor. I'm too into the movie and not even looking down at the box. I was so into the movie I dropped the scissors. Even Emily's into the movie and she's watching it with me. That bookshelf, I recently got it in August because it was like an early birthday gift. I was in real need of a bookshelf because in my room, so I share my room with my sister, and most of the stuff in the room is basically mine, so I have a lot. And most of my books, well, all my books occupied space in our room. And it was to the point where I had books on the top of my closet stacked up, in a storage box underneath my bed, and on our desk, because our desk is like a two-part thing. So like there's the desk part where you actually work on, and then there's like a little shelf on the top of it. On the top of it, I always had my books stacked up there, and I had them stacked there for a while, so it didn't really hold much for long because it was too heavy. And so it became loose. So I had to get rid of it, the top part, because it was just always wanting to fall forward. And that's pretty dangerous if I'm trying to study and it might fall on me. So when rearranging my room, we got rid of it, me and my mom. And so my mom was like, yeah, well, I'll get you a bookshelf and then we'll just put it in the living room. And so you can put all your books there. You can just grab and take whatever book you want to read. And it's more easier for you and convenient. Plus, I would just sit at the couch or on the table and read a book, which is pretty comfortable. So that bookshelf basically is a few months old. And now it's gonna have a new home. I literally have so many books. Most of those books I haven't even read yet, since I'm the type of person to collect books. And I'm like, ooh, I'll read it. I haven't even come to reading all of them, come close to reading all of them. They're mostly romance books. Some of them are like Pride and Prejudice and Wuthering Heights and all that stuff, or Jane Eyre. And I even have some dictionary. I have some calligraphy books. And fairy tales and all that, like Greek mythology and such. So it's a variety, mostly romance though. So here I am just taking all my books out of the bookshelf, and then I'm stacking them up again, trying to fit them all in and be like, oh my god. Looking back over to see how many books I still have left. Which by the end of this section of the video, some of them are still there because they do not fit in the box. They're too big, and so they just don't fit in any way, shape, or form, and so I have to get another box for those specific books, like my dictionary and my baking book and everything like that. So that's fascinating. But here I am almost done. Then I'm just gonna be closing that book, and then here I am writing my name on it and being like, my books, basically, so then everyone knows they're my books when we move and I don't misplace them anywhere, because that would be very tragic. I don't know, I like reading a lot. It's just life gets in the way, so I can't always read. For instance, college got in the way. I would usually take 4 to 5 classes, and so I never had time to read because I would always study, reading chapter books, which were pretty boring. I like to read, but I hate reading chapters on a text. There were certain times where I did like the chapter book, the textbook, but other times mostly I just didn't. They were too lengthy, not interesting. And the text was very small to the point where I had to squint to see it.
Well, right here, me and Emily are just putting all her little stuffed animals in the box, because I think it's way easier if I just stuff them in there, tape them up. And she didn't want to put that other little doggy in there. She's like, nope, I'm gonna sleep with this one. And she's had that since she was like newborn. And we just found it again from all the boxes that we've had. So she saw it and she's like, oh yes, I want it back. So now she has it. I'm just putting what's in there. And then I'm just grabbing all her other stuff and putting them where it's supposed to go, so that way it could just be easier for me to find all her stuff. And then like later on, I'm gonna start getting the other boxes that I have on the other side. So I just put them right there on her little side table, and she's all messing with her little toys. And then we have the heater in the room because it's been getting chilly at night, and since my room's like a garage bedroom, I guess, that they transformed it into, it doesn't have the insulation, so we have to have a heater so it can be nice and warm. Yeah, there's Emily grabbing all her Barbies, putting them there, and then she's gonna put them in her drawer. Footsteps on the floor, bloodies freezing in my limbs. Well, is it real or is it just October things? He never talks about his past, they say he's coy. I could just shrug it off and being paranoid, yeah. Women come over
have a spouse, but oddly no one ever sees them leave his house. Who'd suspect a guy who always wears a smile with his tie? They all believe a guy who is truly a delight, Mr. Right. Oh, close the windows, lock the door. It's late at night and I hear footsteps on the floor. Blood is freezing in my lips. Well, is it real or is it just October things? Maybe I've been watching too much TV. Maybe I should let him have privacy. Or maybe I'm the only one who can see our streets, the scene of a thrill, a mystery. Close the